I guess Christine was taking the Canchos out on a second day of touring the great metropolis known as the Duluth area. I actually thought they were still going to be here by the time I got done with work today.
Brennan has a chum address. ID only status negative hits attached.
I'm thinking about starting a new YouTube channel. All I'm going to do is aim the camera at the scanner and just let it go for hours at a time. Hell, I found a guy that has like over 100,000 subs that all he does is records trains driving by. So, you know, evidently it's a big thing. Actually, if anybody is interested, my neighbor Mike, this was a Whistler. It's the yeah, I know, Mr. Holster. The WS 1040 digital trunking scanner. I think I'm probably the first person that has ever turned it on. It's still sold on Amazon for $232, and Mike told me if I found something that was interested, and just let me know. Actually goofing around with it and finding some of the stuff going on around here, I'm actually kind of interested in it, but not over a gun part, price-wise. Okay, yeah, I thought Johnny would be here, but since Johnny's not here, I am going to be reviewing something that Johnny gave me, along with several other things that Johnny gave me. This also gives me the opportunity... I don't know if I have a newer opener that I haven't tried yet or not. We'll just go with the gun that I got from Cobra. Oh, the bottle cap looks something like this. Sorry, this is from New Belgium. This is their Oakspire Bourbon Barrel Ale. It's in collaboration with Knob Creek, Mr. Holster. So you can give me a moment of whatever. 9%. Trying to do it without distorting the bottle cap, because that's like the in thing now, I guess. You know, in case somebody wants to make a bar top with, especially these will be priceless, because they're from the BandEBrewReviews channel. Now, Johnny said that this was too much bourbon forward for him, which most of the time I almost never detect the bourbon and start to wonder if the barrel that it was in was just a wooden barrel that someday was going to be used for whiskey. It has a really nice like caramel toffee smell to it. Cheers. Actually, that's pretty good. I know all things will change a little bit as it warms up, because right now, and I don't know how many years I've been doing this, this is still the original charge on the original battery. It's at 44.6 into the suds itself. As long as we're at it. Her right one is 87.4, and her left one is 87 even. In case you were wondering. Other than that, let's see. Johnny brought some goodies. He brought me another FN57 that looks a lot like the one that I already have. He brought me a revolver. I'm still not sure what caliber it is. Actually, this is the second one of these that Johnny brought me. The first one I I told him that obviously it's alcohol, so it's worth drinking, but that particular one I thought would have been better, was better as a mixer. I'll give it another shot. No pun intended. Then 2 bottles of the mezcal. The only thing that he was worried about is there is literally, literally some pretty nasty looking floaties in both of the bottles. Like, he thought maybe something had gone bad, so he walked towards the other side of town and went to another liquor store and found that the bottle looked just like this. This one I see has a big worm and a little worm and lots of character. I told Johnny I hope this isn't the same shit they were serving in the Dominican Republic. And then, restocking the humidor. Hey, Larry, if you're watching this, this is how this shit happens. 5 Cohiba. We got a 5-pack of the little Romeo and Julietas, and a 5-pack of Partagas. And these are all good. I am really anxious to try. I think I'm going to go in for the Partagas first, right after the brew review. If it might lead to Romeo and Julieta. I actually still have, I think I got one cigar left from Big Jeff Gunwild 1. And I still have a handful of things from Mrs. Nyhap when she sent me the humidor and all of her father's smoking paraphernalia and cigars. And I think there's a couple in there yet from Johnny Concho himself. I mean, at one point in time, I actually. This is a terrible thing. At one point in time, I actually had to take my little humidistat out of it because I couldn't get the thing to shut. And it's a fair-sized humidor. You guys saw it a long while ago. Johnny. Actually, what Johnny thought is maybe the new look on this is because they had put the little spice packer. See, nobody has actually told me what in the hell I'm supposed to do with this. I don't know if you're supposed to add this to your drink or you're supposed to treat it like the shot. I've asked this question several times and nobody has answered it. Thank you, David. I'm just going to get a jump on today, standing in for whiskey. And Johnny Concho, I don't want you to, say I'm reading anything into this particular bottle, but I'm going to... Wow, there's all sorts of mystery shit already in the Scully. Hey, you know what they say, whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And there is definitely migrational floaties. And I know this is much more than a shot. If anybody knows the chunks are a-movin'. If If anybody has any idea what the stuff in here is, and if it's bad, I don't really want to know. Okay. Sorry, Cobra, I missed you. I thought I hit the Stalker Steve button. Joey, first. Joey, by myself. Smile Money, here. Brad Thomas, last call my ass. Brad, all in, balls out. Smile Money. I was watching Altenda's video and the notification popped up. YouTube posted my first there. So Joey won by YouTube manipulation. Gunwild says YouTube's been doing that a lot to me lately. Leaving my comments on the next video in my watch later playlist instead of one I was watching. I mean, what the fuck? That's I have no comment or no idea. Not that I'm saying no comment. Smile Money. Wait, I'll be back in an hour and need to double up on my antacid. You know why. Laugh out loud. So, Smile Money. I decided that, I wore, my original thought was I wore this shirt, kill them all, and then I thought after discussing my shirt that said, kill them all, that we'd discuss Muslims and especially Omar, representative here from Minnesota, and then I would point out my shirt, kill them all. But then I started thinking, Smile Money could be right. Maybe I am overreacting and just setting myself up for future problems by saying, kill them all, and then discussing Muslims and Omar from Minnesota. So what I thought I would do, Smile, is I thought I would tone down the rhetoric. We don't necessarily. I mean, I'm good with sending her back. I mean, since she's so obviously so a non-American and upset about the whole likelihood of being an American and embracing our founding fathers and of course the whole Democratic Party. Just before I flipped the camera on, I saw a picture of a guy dressed like a girl burning an American flag, and it said the whole Democrat, the 2020 Democratic Party summed up in one picture. So Smile Money, I just thought, just for you, I would I would bring it down a notch, and I'm fine with just kicking the bitch out of our country. Since she's not happy with what America represents and what us Americans are proud of, since that whole thing is just just a nuisance to her, and that she'd just rather raise money and support the people that want to see us dead, we'll just go with sending her back. And I'd also like to say thank you to whoever sent this. It's the right size. It's a Gildan, and I like the color. And Gunwild, does the gun make my ass look big? And of course I'm carrying the 4043. I tell you, this thing is growing on me in fast order, and I wear it every single day. The gloss paint that I put on here is actually kind of getting a little muddled from the wear and fondling. And Smile Money, you were asking about this. This stuff actually kind of rejuvenated the texture. I mean, maybe it didn't. It kind of gave it a kind of a stickiness. It doesn't feel like it's wet paint, but it feels like what I would expect if like there was a layer of, like if you put a Talon grip or something on it, and it kind of gives it that grippiness kind of feeling to it. So I am probably going to buy a can of this product, or I have to check with NIHAP and make sure I'm purchasing the right company's product. Krylon's product is Fusion, and this one, what I'm continuously spacing out on the brand, Rust-Oleum. Rust-Oleum's version was this. So I'll probably get a can of that and re-blast it, re-blast it in flat black, because I don't like the shininess. I mean, my other option is just putting the generic one that I purchased for $20 off of eBay. Like I said, my only bitch about this one is this one side kind of had a little bit of a gap, but I know if I took a heat gun or stuck it in Joey's ass for a little while, I could just give it kind of a little bit of a curl over, and it'll hug the gun a little bit better. And then somebody, I don't know who, I have a guess, sent me a brand new one, but this is the round butt style. The 4043 and the 5906 will actually work with both of these grips. I've had them both on the gun. Normally, if I would have seen a picture of both these and made a purchase, I would have purchased the one with the kind of with the bobbed ass look on it. But I like the way the straight grip feels in my hand better. But yeah, I could put this on there. I could put this on the 1066. This would, also fit on the 1006. But I really like the Hogue. I really like the Hogue grips on the single stacks. It's just a completely different scenario. Actually, I don't know. I don't think I had this one on here. I don't think this one. I don't know. I don't think this one would work on the 4043. It looks like it would be a candidate only for the 1006, or the 1006 and the 1066. Either way, I have those resolved. I was supposed to get out and shoot it when me and Dave experienced the 100 and something kids up for the one day up at the Island Lake Hunters Club, or whatever the fuck the name of it is. So the 1066, I want to get some. I mean, I've shot it since Dusty at Dead On Shooting Range did the phenomenal trigger job. I mean, it's just I can't say enough. I mean, I've now Rich Fu Master Chew 12. He has shot my 1006, and I told him I had a Smith & Wesson Master Tech, was the guy that took out the magazine disconnect because they're stupid, and I did a full-on trigger job on it and changed the single action, changed the double action, and Rich actually told me that it was one of the nicest triggers on a gun, period, that means a lot to me, because Rich, have you have actually done a video sort of like what Jim does and show the collection. I mean, some people hesitate. Like for me, I've never done a video showing the collection. I'd like to take a collection though, and then I'll make a video. just kidding. If anybody knows anybody that works at a gun safe manufacturer, let me know. Cause like Johnny Concho. When I say Johnny, let me skip the whole Concho part, and I'll just say Johnny, because there's Johnny Watson, but we'll just forget about him for a little while. Nothing personal, Johnny. But we're more than 5 minutes into this video, so he isn't going to be seeing this anyway. Johnny was actually, I think the word I'm looking for might be horrified when he saw how many things that I have that is not in a safe, because I've maxed out the safe. I mean, it's not going to do me any good. I could take my little safe, which is mainly used for, I've got some got some receivers in there, and I have some expensive gun parts in there, but it's mainly just personal documents and coin collection, and I think I've got a diamond that someone gave me that came from the, I don't know, they said it was worth like $1 billion, but I have that in my little safe, and I could put some more pistols in there, because at one point in time that safe was actually up in my closet, and it was like the only I mean, you can't put a rifle in there, but the big safe is completely maxed out. I can't put another item in there, and that really kind of sucks, because just as I glance like this, I can tell you there's like at least 12 or 13 things that should be in a safe that are not in a safe. And Christine flat out told me, if we're gonna have the northern storage facility open for business, she's like, I want another fucking safe, because I don't want to take responsibility in case something were to go bad. And honestly, the crime rate in Duluth, being run by liberals and being ushered in by liberal scum, like especially in the Chicago area, where they openly say, hey, just, we can't accommodate you, so you can drag your lazy fucking I won't get a goddamn job Obamacare loving bitches, go up to Duluth, Minnesota, because in a matter of like 48 hours, you'll be driving a fucking Denali with 22s on it. You have your Obama fucking phone, your Obama fucking insurance, and we'll set you up in some place, and you can start distributing heroin to the fine folks of Duluth, Minnesota. Oh, it's just tequila. Tequila! Hey, maybe we should take this shit for a run and see if it's any better than the last time let's have a remembering moment, Johnny. Johnny. Oh, and another one that's been shot. I want to say, and I want the rest of you in the comments, because you are fucking great people. Happy birthday, Mrs. Concho. Actually, it was yesterday, but I didn't do a brew review yesterday, and so happy birthday, Mrs. Concho. Happy birthday, and knowing my friend Johnny, it's awesome that I finally got the opportunity to hang out with him. But of course, we interact so much. It's like I really didn't. Nothing personal, Johnny, but I really didn't learn anything new by actually having you here, which is why, when you interact with people, and Johnny's just a cool guy, and I hadn't had any interaction with Mrs. Concho up until getting to meet her in person. And for the most part, there's been a couple of exceptions over the years, but usually, if you're a like-minded thinker, you have sought out and found and gravitated towards the female version of you, except for Joey. Joey's got to hide all of his firearms, and when he makes his purchases, Lord knows what he actually says that he bought. Joey, not only have I not met your significant other, which I'm sure if she's married to you, she can't be all that bad. Okay, I'm gonna need a moment on this. Let's just read a few more comments. After all, it is a school night. Smart Money, this is one gross looking hairy mole on the Brew Babes bikini line. You were talking to I Carry One? Where did I Carry One even leave a comment? Jolson, we need more cowbell and shots. You know, I just here's where I'm really stuck in a thick pile of cowbell bullshit, is because I have two friends. Tardisius. And Tardisius, if you ever want to take our friendship to the next level, you are like the... Does Tardisius really exist? That could be like a book, a documentary, a small mini-series. Then there's Jolson, and I have had the opportunity to meet Jolson. Jolson, since, more than likely you'll hear all of this, Jolson is the most cynical, sarcastic asshole that I know, and I still love him. Because, like he said, when you're reviewing shit, there was some time, Jolson, I might have slacked a little, but when you're reviewing something, if you think it's garbage and bullshit, you should just say it and point it out. And for the most part, I do. There's stuff from Tac Pack, the whole box, fuck that. There's no way there's $50 worth of shit. And most of the, like, especially last month, not saying that what you got might not be terrible stuff, but again, if you're going to send a company $50 of your hard-earned money, you should get what they say, $70 to $100 worth of product in exchange. And no, I'm Jolson, I'm fine. I fully admit that last box, there was no way it was $74 to $100 worth of stuff in that box. And I think, and like usual, he does the research. If I show a knife from Battle Box or from Tac Pack, he's like, you can get that same knife on Amazon right now for half the price. But he's fair. He's fair. He just doesn't go, hey, I can get you that exact same knife for half the price. But it was the same wood was used, but now a completely different material for the steel, which could definitely, like he said, could have made the difference in the price. So he's an asshole, but he does his research. And so the whole cowbell thing, I'm kind of getting the feeling from the comments that there's like two people that really love the cowbell, and then there's a whole bunch of people that like Johnny told me that the night that he was like hunkered down and like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, with his headphones in, and Christine came down here and went full fucking retard on the cowbell. That it looks like the other ones. It has a higher pitch, and it has a hard handle attached to it. So I mean, you can really get in on it. Jolson, long story short, is I'm just gonna go with the Zen cowbell. You may or not feel better after that. And I know Jolson wanted me to avoid the liver abuse and friendship happy, and that's why he sent me the cap guns. And so did several of you. Schweitzer, the coolest cap gun in history was the one that I got from the real Cobra Burnout, and that's this guy here. Oh, and it was loaded. Sorry about that. So this one's badass. The only, of course, the plus is it does this. The negative is because it's actually die cast, solid, and all that shit. It's the most muffled one because all the shit is happening inside, and it does have the little retrieval area here. There we go. I can't remember if these are live or Memorex over here. Remember those commercials? Yeah, those are dead. I just decided to, you know, do the right thing and not throw them on the floor. And instead I effed myself. So those are dead. I'll have to rejuvenate this this later. Meanwhile, it's actually in a military M16 lockdown cage. You know, it's amazing the print and what they can do with t-shirts these days. I mean, this just looks like it's green and then there's a boot kicking Omar out of our fucking country. But the realism and the work that someone did on the airbrushing of that shirt to make it look like that woman's breasts, spot on. Okay, Jolson, the shots part. Let's yeah, Johnny, it's kind of like perfume that came out of a tree. Or probably maybe a cactus isn't considered a... Maybe a cactus is just considered a cactus. I don't know. Cacti. I have a cactile erection right now. Sorry, Mrs. Concho. Mr. Holster, minute 46, headed back to the old ways, I see. Well, wait till you get to this fucking video, sir. Scotsman, stop trying to help him. Jack, Sock Show. I see you're using a bigger glass tonight. What happened was the Ham's glass so small you didn't have enough left at the end of the review to justify the cost of the tin foil. Jack again, smells pretty fruity. Then you girls picked the right brew. Joey Cuz, I don't know if you remember, but the Real Cobra Burnout did a video called Ebomey Poncho. Yes, I do. That's when he ordered the biggest shirt available to put it on and look like he was wearing a giant muumuu. Mr. Holster, more than one step. Multi-Gunman, I'm here and almost late. J-Dog, here. J-Dog. J-Dog, if you want to get in on some Johnny and Mrs. Concho time, you know, this weekend, I don't know what we're doing. I'm guessing because it's already kind of late, I don't know if we're going to rendezvous for dinner tonight. Last night we had dinner at the restaurant, which is up at the campground that they're staying at. And someone born and raised right here in Duluth, Minnesota, I never had been to the Buffalo House. And I have to say that whoever hires the waitress staff does an excellent job. Our waitress was fine. The downside is she literally was a little, like, we were sitting at kind of a high-rise table, but come on, folks, you don't use a pogo stick or, you know, have to rappel down to the you know, whatever. The table was a high-rise table, so it was a little higher. You had, you know, like a full, like, bar stool for it. And our waitress, her eyes were only a little bit higher than the top of the table. But proportionally, she's a gorgeous little girl. But she was I don't know. I'm sorry if we had that one Nimrod lost prop douchebag, whatever, the guy that stopped taking his meds and then fucking freaked out. If he was here, he could probably use his scientific data to come up with the exact information that we need. But my personal guess is she was less. If she was 5 foot, she was within, you know, 4'10" to 5'1". But proportionally, she's just a small girl. But she was a beautiful woman, and actually pretty nice because Johnny was giving her so much shit. I was surprised she kept coming back to the table. Gunwild, 7 commenter, bitches. Gunwild. Gunwild, one of the two of us needs to win the fucking lottery, man. I relish the day that we can hang out, drink beer, smoke big cigars, shoot shit, and most of all, just shake your hand, my friend. Rich, Fumaster 12, who I have got to shake his hand. Rich, you bitch. Goodness gracious, what an intro and background girl. That's a nice ABB for that, for sure. But I'd have gone for the sour. I love sour beers, and that's all your fault. I agree. I have one that's waiting to be reviewed, but since I got this from Johnny wasn't particularly a fan of it, and Johnny's not here to participate in the brew review. I thought I'd save that maybe for, well, he was here. He also brought me, which I don't know if this is available in your area. A Mexican Pale Ale. No, Dos Equis. I can get Dos Equis. Dos Equis Light and Dos Equis Dark. Hell, when I was, dickhead, you know who you are. Back in those days that I wasn't in college, we used to drink the fucking shit out of Dos Equis and Dos Equis Dark. But I've never seen this. So Johnny brought me a sixer of that. So I'll review that. I'll review that without him, unless he wants to review it. Smile Money, you mean 6XL or man size? Whatever. I know if we do a run of shirts, I would definitely want one that fit you, my friend. And like I said, the one thing I really want to get fixed is, it's my motto, man. The gun's loaded and I feel safe. Well, what the fuck good is it if it's not actually ready to go? That's all I've got to say. Here, let me illustrate. Why? Because. End of story. We're all good. Obviously in the picture on the shirts, they can, this is how it should have looked. 21911s, hammers back, safety on. I'm not saying that I'm not all about safety. I don't know. Is there a round in this one? Or is there a round in this one? Who can tell? One of these does not. I know. I'm embarrassed to admit it, but the Kimber's ready to go. If I squeeze the trigger, it's going to be a big noise. Ed's gun, because it's a shorter gun, I use the system where the guns actually hang below the shelf. So if I actually purchase the shelf system, I could have another row of guns up above it. But because it's a shorter gun, with the round in it, there is only this much of the bar, and it hangs so close to the edge. I am not going to have this gun fall from the top of my gun safe and possibly land. Sometimes there's shit below, but most of the time it's the rifle stuff. So, but don't assume anything. There still could be a live round in this, right? Here, we'll save a step and just put this here. Am I still getting any? This thing actually works pretty well. Like I said, I'm actually thinking about hitting Mike up with. I'm actually thinking about hitting Mike up with where the fuck you've been getting all your water and who rebuilt your furnace. Who's the guy that did all that, and maybe just take it off of him. And David Brown, I'm not surprised at all to hear that you have. Let's see, what exactly did you say? I know. Yeah, he already has a scanner. Hold on a second. Not that you guys aren't important, but I'm talking to David Brown right now. Okay, let's go on this shit show. Douglas Walther, my friend from south of Florida. Grandma sewed medium tags in Grandpa shirts. Did that make him feel better? Smile money. Oh, you are carrying a gun with the Kavanaugh shirt. I thought you had a tumor growing on your right side. Smile money. Okay, call Greg. Make that on the Lake Brewer Review happen. Not like the Hop Slam challenge I was looking forward to, or the Prairie Dog Hunt, or sampling Matt's apple. I still got apple pie at Moonshine. I gotta get him to fucking make that. Or the distance shot at Dave's Range, or Jolson's Farm, or so many other promises that was going to happen sometime soon. You know what I'd really like, Smile Money, is if your older age would result in some fucking memory loss. Moving on, unfortunately, back to Smile Money. Try putting anything in the hole. That's what she said. Mr. Holster, most people change jobs every 7 years. So I guess I'm above the grade because I have had 3 career changes in 10 years, or should I say every 10 years. Right now, I'm the longest I've ever done one particular thing. But then again, I don't do one particular thing. And like Christine says, she goes, yeah, you need to move on. You need to find something less destructive on your body, something that isn't gonna... I'm fucking mentally done. I don't want to do this anymore. But I'm trapped. Honestly, I feel trapped. I don't mean to dump this shit on you guys right now, but at 52 years old, what do? You don't go back to fucking school. I mean, yeah, I know there's a lot of people that just like say, fuck it, I'm walking out that door, and another door is going to open. But like Chris says, the one good thing is I've done so much shit in the construction world over the last 30-something years. Honestly, there's nothing that can happen. There's nothing that can happen at this house that I won't take on myself. Nothing. Not a thing could happen right here. Like the last time, the insurance company's like, well, should we get this company over to take care of that? And I'm like, I already did it. Should we get this company over to take care of that? No, I already did that. Well, do you want us to call a plumber in to get all of what went wrong fixed? I'm sorry, but since I talked to you last, I already did it. Smile money. The economy improves, the opportunities exist to work at better paying jobs. But you're still looking for a $75 an hour job working 5 hours a week, an hour a day. Nice. No, I'm good to win the lottery. I'm good. If anybody knows me and knows Christine, goddamn well if I walked away with the biggest lottery in history win, there's so many people that are part of my family that will be set for life. I'm sorry, I will. And Jerry, you know goddamn well. And Joey, we will build Guntown. Guntown may be a hell of a lot more than just what some people think when you use the words Guntown. It's more of a philosophy. A group of like-minded thinkers that simply have the opportunity to do what they want without those nasty confines called a job. Clyde, 27th Revolution Whiskey, Shots and Cowbell, hashtag Be Like Ed. See, the only thing that kind of scares me, Johnny, is it looks like red. I have no fucking idea what that is. Yet I'm drinking it. Smile Money, I guess Matt's lawyer didn't help him with his car. Smile Money, I grew up in Steeltown. My grandfather retired from Sharon Steel. Sharpsville, where I lived, had the world's largest blast furnace. They poured ingots outside, watched the pour many times. Police? Since 2001, contract brewed for BandEBrewReviews San Antonio, as Pabst no longer owns a brewery of its own. Police? Introduction of real draft in cans was a milestone in the brewing history. Today's draft style still offers that same unsurpassed tap beer flavor. Smile Money. A chick in a male's body. This gender shit has Matt. What the fuck? This shit. Fuck off, little bug. This gender shit has Matt confused. Smile Money. If the Supreme Court has ruled that it is not unconstitutional, well, the states can prohibit many things. Our forefathers wrote that into the Constitution as well. It wouldn't let me. Cheap old gun guy. I was going to comment today, but when you said you had nothing in your pants, I forgot what I was going to write. Jolson, the beer loads are some of the worst paying loads. I'm guessing beer deliveries, but you know. Jolson, hey asshole, I'm a fucking dick, not an ass. Joy Cuz, I like an XL shirt. Clyde again, whiskey or bourbon, coconut water and Augusta bitters, lime juice and grenadine. Teaspoon of syrup, refreshing. No douche juice beer. I tell you, since the last time we got together, I don't know if I fucked up and just didn't stay hydrated enough the other day. I mean, I'm drinking fruit punch, water, whatever, all day long, but the other night, not last night, the night before, at about 2 o'clock in the morning, I woke up with the worst muscle spasm I've ever had in my life. In my leg, right on the top of my thigh. I could not find a comfortable spot. It honestly, other than my first marriage to the hooker, it was the most painful thing I have ever experienced. And then after that, as soon as it was over, I rolled from that into having the worst case of the chills I've ever had in my life. Christine was like, "You're kind of freaking me out right now," and I was like, "Yeah, just go back to sleep. Everything's okay." So, since then, I have been buying large quantities of this stuff called Bodyguard, and it has coconut water, and it honestly, it tastes awesome. And to try to avoid another one of these muscle spasm, I drank 28. It's a 28-ounce container. I drank one of them about 2 hours before I went to bed, and then I drank some more about an hour before I went to bed, and then I finished off the last half of the container as I was on my way to bed. I never, if you've ever had a muscle spasm like that, or a cramp, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, it just felt like, nothing I've ever experienced. Jolson, I'd rather make $100 an hour for 20 hours a week. Smile Money said he'd rather marry a rich widow, but we all make choices in life. Jolson, yeah, XL or large depending on the shirt, but I could use a good cover for my four-wheeler, so a 6 or a 7 XL will work. David Brown, not getting notifications lately. It doesn't come as a surprise. The real cold burnout, you didn't hit the Stalker Steve button, damn it. Sorry. Blue Tunda, take Matt up on the job offer because you want to see his boss beating his ass for bringing you in. Thank you. No, I don't. No, I don't want to fucking take a job where I come home looking like someone put cigarettes out on me all fucking night. Blue Tundra, I am surprised Matt made it down the stairs. Blue Tundra, if hashtag Be Like Ed is on the sleeve, I'll take a 2XL. The person thinking about reinstituting the ebomey shirts, hashtag Be Like Ed, and maybe hashtag Justin's Final Mission and the American flag somewhere on the shirt with the hammers back. Blue Tundra, Google is the dumbest bitch on the planet. Hey Google, are you the dumbest bitch on the planet?
I'm sorry, seems like I didn't understand you. Your feedback will definitely help me improve.
Okay, here's some feedback. You suck.
My apologies. I don't understand.
J-Dog, 2XL. Are you fucking serious? You wear a 2XL?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Hey, eat a dick. Zeus, we should not have to ask for permission. No, we shouldn't. Gunwild, no wonder Matt is so skinny. Working in that kind of heat and wearing a tinfoil hazmat suit doesn't help. Gunwild, hey Eric, are you printing? Maybe. Gunwild, yes. You're drinking early. It wasn't even noon when I received the notification telling me you hearted my comment. I know it's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? I have no idea what you're talking about. Thank you, Crazy Scotsman. Steven, hops and lead. I'm a 5XL long. Steven, make your own food. That makes you lose weight. Yeah, I'll raise chickens in my backyard. JR10, Desert Gold. As badass as Chuck Norris is, his first rule was to do whatever you could to avoid a fight. Well, that didn't come out in the movies. I worked out with him for about a year. Oh, name dropping, are you? Back in the late 70s. Back in the late 70s. I'm just going to go with no comment on that. The very first day, he made sure I understood that rule. JR10, that's very cool. That's very cool. Wade, no matter how well you plan and prepare for retirement, shit happens. Look at me. We own everything outright. Houses, land, businesses. Between public service, pension, IRAs, savings, and Social Security, I pulled down a very decent retirement. Then my health took a nosedive 10 years ago. Now half my money goes to copay and insurance deductibles. Just my insulin copay is almost $700 a month. Wade, never be embarrassed about spending time with family. No. If I said it, I'm sorry, I didn't fucking mean it. Sharky from across the big pond, damn fine intro, babe. I'd love an ebomey shirt with the hammers in the proper position, if that's doable. XL for me. Fucking shipping will kill me. You know, I've got stuff I have to get to you, and maybe I should just buy a boat and they'll just bring it over. Sharky, some extra thick bacon slices and chicken drumlets on the commando here. Well, soon. It's still warming up. You know, yeah, I got the pictures. Fuck. You know, when people give me shit, well, you're gonna have him come over, and he's gonna come all the way over the big pond, and you're gonna have him cook fucking food for you? Yeah. Yes, I am. I already told him if he wants to be the fucking cook, I'll put fucking weapons in his hand all day long when we go out to the range. He was agreeable to that, and so am I. Smile money. Matt is going to spend more money on tattoos. Yep, choices in life, priority spending, taking a vacation day to do it as well. Sounds like a lovely family activity. Smile money. Asian carp. Oh, jumping into the boat. Sharky. My grandpa, a former Royal Dutch Army captain during World War II, and got incinerated in a POW camp in Poland, only to be... sorry. Let's back up. Incarcerated. You know, there's somewhat of a difference there. Incarcerated in a...
Fake news.
Got incarcerated in a POW camp in Poland, only to be liberated by the Soviets in '45. Always told me two things. One, dirt and gunk protect stuff. Two, healthy shit stinks. He was a wise old man. Sadly passed away at the age of 87 in 1995 in his house in Spain. Luckily surrounded by all of his loved ones. Man, that was a mixed summer vacation at the age of 20. Sad moments with Grandpa passing and being on the beach with my hot as fuck 18-year-old friend. Sorry, that sounded important. Sharky, craft beers from Australia? Question mark. None. Can't even find them in Google. Aussie babes partying in Amsterdam? No, that's a different story. Even some of those are three with bitter aftertaste like the beer. Stop fucking listening to me.
I'm not sure how to help.
No, I didn't ask for your help. Fuck off.
Okay.
Sharky, Matt, I'm sure ain't 3KF molten metal, but my Indonesian wife is hot like a volcano. Explosive like one too, but hey, no pain, no gain. Sharky, I missed stuff due to the burp, but Al Pacino and Carl Urban in a movie together? Now I have to look into that one to obtain it from an upcoming Maine vacation in Cyprus. It was a good movie. Both of us really liked it. Sharky, Matt, you can kick E in the nuts on camera and I'll divulge for you in court. Just fly me in. I'll go to court. Shoot E's shit, drink plenty of beer, ask your sister what the fuss is all about. Hey, you could fly out of a helicopter and land on his sister and not get hurt. Ba-doom, boom. Blue Thunder, nothing in your pants? I would believe that. I would guess Matt would check. Working outside, something we do every day. Maybe you guys should take up fucking stripping. Jerry, eat a dick. Jerry, Matt, no one in their right mind wants to see your fucking legs. Jerry, we got it. It's hot where Matt works. Speaking of hot, when will your sister be on B&E? Jerry, thanks for trying, Eric. I'm glad to see Matt's sister can handle a gun. I just, sorry, Miss Sharkey. I just asked every criminal in New York that question and got the same response. They will still carry. Oh, excuse me, Miss Sharkey. Blue Thunder again, Jerry. You have one grace. You can have a clean rap sheet, and it can be done. You just have to apply for it. I know a number of guys up here who did that. I hope you're talking about the conceal and carry class. Hazman 440. I retired comfortably at the age of 47 from the Cleveland building trades. My hollow point says blah, 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 blah. Who fucking cares? Moving on. Crazy Scotsman, whiskey. Crazy Scotsman, hashtag be like Ed. Crazy Scotsman, hey Google, are you a cunt? Understand that free enterprise? My ass.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Hey, what's a cunt?
According to Wikipedia, cunt is a vulgar word for the vulva or vagina and is also used as a term of disparagement.
Well, why does cunt have to be a negative thing? It could be a positive thing.
My apologies, I don't understand. But I found something else. Do you want to know what is toxic positivity?
Yeah, why not? Hit me.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Continue with your goddamn thing.
I don't understand.
Okay, fuck off. Moving on. Smile money. Go kick rocks. Never heard that phrase. What has Matt been hearing, and what are blacks telling him to do? Jose, PhD, 27. One of my oldest YouTube friends. I see two tall peaks. Just make sure not to park your car anywhere near them. Man Cave Matt. Omar, the tent maker, gets called in for 4XL and above t-shirts. Matt and Cave Matt, I haven't cleaned my gun, and I just to be clear, we're talking about sex, aren't we? I have never stuck it in a hydrostatic cleaner. Oh, of course, you are looking for a bigger one. Now you're bragging. What is this? Starting on August, the YouTube Studio Beta will become everyone's default experience. We're getting ready to say goodbye to the Creator Studio later this year. Well, there's a fucking shock. Let me guess. We went from something good to something worse. Then we're in something that sucks fucking dick. And now we're going to move on to fucking garbage. Okay. Johnny Concho, I have a keg of Hop Slam. Okay. Oakspire Bourbon Barrel Ale. 9%. Collaboration with Knob Creek. Smooth notes of toffee, vanilla, and caramel. A limited edition collaboration between New Belgium and Knob Creek. Inspired. Where do I put this on the E-scale? This was actually rather tasty. Johnny, I actually think kind of the low point was I'm not getting a lot of whiskey or bourbon, but I really liked the blend of the flavors and how smooth it was. It's 9%, and I'm going to give it a 9. Now we're moving on to the Two Hearted Ale Club. And I know I'm not finishing this one on camera, Jack, but I am gonna take this outside and enjoy it with a. I think I'm gonna start with the Partagas. We'll have to hope more show up. As of right now, Smile Money, first in, Two Hearted Ale Club. Oh, it's on again. I hope it's all a good beer. Smile Money? Yeah, it was a good beer. Gunwild, cheers, Two Hearted Ale Club, and hello, Johnny Three Prong. Don't be a troublemaker. Yeah, Johnny's here, but he's not here. Smile Money. Matt says you could have asked, so I asked Rock Island, and just as I suggested, it was Gremlins. Now you know. Thank you, Smile Money. Joey Cuz, Johnny, is Eric a good host? Question mark. And when I mean a good host, did he give you an ice pack for the backside after Uncle Touchy came to visit? Joey, how are them solar panels coming? And yes, I'd rather talk to Christine than you. Jolson, Two Hearted Ale Club needs more cowbell and dick shots. You're getting neither. J-Dog, Heart Club, and then the big smiley face. Thank you. Joey Cuz, tongue punch the... Okay. Steven, woohoo, Two Hearted Ale, shots. From you? Seriously? I think not. I'm going to hit the Two Hearted Ale, I'm going to hit the Stalker Steve Two Hearted Ale Club button. Yep, nothing. Okay, yeah, look for a brew review with me and Johnny, but as of, they were obviously taking care of some other shit, but either way, cheers guys, and I'm pretty sure we'll probably see you tomorrow. And remember, my guest on Spreaker is going to be Salty Shellback.